I was the only person of color on the jet bridge. They singled me out. They asked me if I was selling drugs, transporting drugs, what kind of drugs I have on me. It was clearly racial profiling. The experience was humiliating and dehumanizing. It was degrading. I had all the other passengers squeezing by me on this claustrophobic jet bridge, gawking at me like I was a perpetrator when I had done nothing wrong. Definitely did not feel like a consensual encounter whatsoever. When two cops stop you and you don't feel like you have the right to leave, especially when they start interrogating you. The whole experience was traumatizing. I felt belittled. I want to use my resources and my platform to bring national attention to this incident so that it stops.
Famed comedian Eric Andre is suing a police department in Atlanta over allegations of racial profiling, but it's not just Andre. Fellow comedian Clayton English has joined the lawsuit as well. If you don't know who he is, let me refresh your memory.
Herschel Walker said that it hurt his heart about the things people say about Donald Trump.
Herschel Walker played football when the helmets were soft. His egg is scrambled.
Andre and Clayton, along with their lawyers, spoke with the media. Now, for a visual of how degrading this practice is,
I'm a random search, guys. So he says. See all these white folks? And I'm the random search. Appreciate it.
You have any check bags?
No.
Were you here in Atlanta?
Yep.
How long were you here?
Doesn't matter. Why are you asking me all these silly questions? Check my bag, do what you gotta do so I can get out of here, please. So I can hop on my flight.
How often you come to Atlanta?
Don't worry about it. Just hurry up and check my bags, please, and hurry so I can go back on my flight, please.
When did you purchase your ticket?
Don't worry about it, man. Just put the call, check my bag so I can get out of here, please.
All right, that's back here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
take it from Gene Eli, a showrunner who also played Issa Rae's brother on Insecure. It was taken at Atlanta Airport.
Don't worry about it, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Well, I don't have a bag to check anymore, so...
I know. I'm waiting for your boy to finish just so I can go on my flight. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
What kind of work you do?
Don't worry about it, bro. It doesn't matter.
Well, we certainly appreciate your time.
Right. Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
Hope you have a great flight.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Atlanta's not that bad, man.
Cool. Russell, you're holding me up. I'm trying to take a seat.
Oh, you just... Why don't you put your camera that way, you'll see that long line and you'll be standing that way.
Well, I would have been on the bus. I would have been on a long time ago. You helped me up. Thank you.
It is degrading, as Andre said. It is insulting. It is traumatizing. And yet it's a practice that continues. I'm curious where the oversight is, because if there was some, we probably wouldn't be in this position right now. And what these Clayton County officers are doing, in my opinion, is stalking their prey to violate people's rights. Thus, Andre and English are suing, alleging racial profiling at Atlanta's main airport in a program supposedly aimed at finding illegal drugs, but in which officers regularly confiscate passengers as cash. They say that in separate incidents, Clayton County police officers at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport racially profiled and illegally stopped them to question if they had illegal drugs. The two men, well-known comedians and actors, say officers singled them out during separate stops about 6 months apart because they are black and grilled them about drugs as other passengers watched. While the stated purpose of the program is to fight drug trafficking, the lawsuit says drugs are rarely found, criminal charges seldom result, and seized cash provides a financial windfall for the department. Clayton County officers and investigators from the county district attorney's office selectively stopped passengers in the narrow jet bridges used to board planes, the lawsuit says. The officers take the passengers as boarding passes and identification and interrogate them, sometimes searching their bags before they board, the lawyers say. Andre said 2 officers stopped him on the jet bridge during a layover in Atlanta in April 2021 and asked if he had illegal drugs. After denying he had drugs, the officers continued their inquiry. Andre said he was the only black person he could see on the jet bridge. The Clayton County Police Department released a statement after Andre tweeted about the incident, calling it a, quote, consensual encounter, which is kind of odd framing, isn't it? Calling this consensual when people don't even know that they are consenting. We've gone over these videos so many times, and unfortunately, this is just another example of many on how law enforcement will violate your rights. English spoke on it as well, saying he had felt completely powerless, violated, and cornered. While stopped on the jet bridge, English noted that people gawking at him and that he wondered for the entire 3.5-hour flight whether he would be arrested when the plane landed. The lawsuit then gives statistics to back up the claims. More than half, 56% of passengers searched were black, and 68% were people of color, the lawsuit says. Furthermore, the Washington Post wrote from August 30th, 2020 to April 30th, 2021, the Clayton County Police Department conducted 402 jet bridge stops, the lawsuit says, citing department records. During the period, according to the suit, officers found fewer than 0.08 pounds of illegal drugs and 6 prescription pills for which passengers did not have a prescription, while the department pursued charges against just 2 passengers. Officers also seized more than $1 million in cash through asset forfeitures, which allows them to seize property they suspect might have been used in a crime. These seizures do not meaningfully combat drug trafficking, but they do provide a financial windfall for the department by taking advantage of the permissive civil standards for asset forfeitures and the reluctance of individuals, particularly individuals of color, to challenge seizures, the lawsuit states.